and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Tamika, aka Skinny Girl in my VSG body. Well, what an amazing week. I am feeling the love from my Mama June episode 2 review. Continue to like and comment, subscribe on that video. If you haven't seen any of my own personal videos, please click the link below. I put everything in a nice little playlist for you to see everything. So we're gonna get into episode number 3. It's called Here Comes the Bridezilla. Y'all. Listen, we're gonna have a good time with this video, so let's get started. The episode starts off from last week when Mama June was in the kitchen with the personal trainer that her manager hired, as well as a new trainer that they now have set up for June named Kenya Crooks. And Kenya is so full of energy. He pretty much tells Mama June, you got 5 minutes. Let's go do this workout. So it's 26 weeks before Sugar Bear's wedding, and we all know that June is only trying to lose this weight so that she can look good at the wedding, which to me I think is a bad idea, but you know, I guess it's anything to kind of motivate you and get you to where you need to go, right? So Kenya Crooks breaks down pretty much what he does and who he's worked with within the past 15 years. He named Candy Burris, he named the Braxton, so there's some pretty good looking women, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna whip Mama June into shape. So Kenya takes Mama June to a playground, and she's looking like, well, I thought we was going to the gym. And Kenya was like, oh, this is my gym. We don't have to pay for all that expensive equipment to get a workout on. And I'm glad that he said that, because you know, gyms can become expensive, and especially if you don't utilize them to the best of your ability. So I think that it's amazing how he actually took her to the playground and showed her how he can actually work out her whole body just by using this kiddie equipment. One thing I like about Kenya is, like I said before, he's so encouraging. He pretty much just took Mama June under his wing, and he didn't, you know, discourage her. He didn't talk bad to her, down her. Every single word out of his mouth was something encouraging and to get her motivated. She didn't even want to start. He was, you know, pushing her up the little rock climbing thing to get her over there, and through the jungle gym and down the slide. I really like that. Now, when Kenya told her to get down and do the bear walk, he said, he said, channel your inner bear. He said, Yogi Bear. Told her to grab her inner bear, and I thought that was hilarious. So Mama June is sitting there doing her little bear crawl. He making little funny remarks like, oh, now that's the milkshake that brings all the boys to the yard. I said, I know. I said, I know that is right. So, after they actually get the workout, he makes her, you know, do a lap around the obstacle course that he had made. And, you know, they went to go sit on the swings, and, you know, he pretty much asked Mama June, like, what are you doing this for? She replies to him and says, well, I'm doing it because my ex is getting married and I want to go to the wedding. I want to look good. Also, I want to rebrand myself and be able to be more marketable. And what Kenya has been said is what I've been saying since the first episode. I hear that, you know, you want to do the weight loss for all these other people, but what about doing it just for you? You know, you're not going to be successful if, in fact, you are worried about what other people think and what other people say about you. You need to dig into your inner self and find that strength that, you know, is encouraging, and you have to encourage yourself and make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. Like he said, I like how people always go into it with, you know, starting off with the wrong reasons, but as long as you come out of it and it's for the right reason, which is the ultimate goal, is to get healthy, he has no complaints and no problems. Alana and Pumpkin are sitting at the table, and Alana informs Pumpkin that Jennifer, who was Sugar Bear's fiance, called her and asked her could they go dress shopping for her flower girl dress. And Pumpkin is pretty much telling, you know, Alana, I think you need to tell Mama that, you know, that Jennifer called you and wants you to go, because you know how she is about it. She's real strict. She doesn't let us to go out, you know, by ourselves and things like that. So you need to let her know. And Alana's like, nah, I'm not gonna tell her, like, no time soon anyway. I'm pretty much gonna wait until the last minute before I have to let her know. So they're at the table pretty much designing dresses that Alana has in her head that she wants to look like for Sugar Bear and Jennifer's wedding. So in walks Mama June from Kenya's workout, and they looking at her like, why are you sweating so much like a little pig? And, you know, she was like pretty much explaining to them that, you know, Kenya pretty much worked her out. It's the hardest that she's ever worked out in her whole entire life. And, you know, so she's just sitting there talking to them about the workout. And then, you know, so she's like, well, let me go take a shower. So she goes upstairs and take a shower. So Pumpkin is telling Alana, like, you should have told her about Jennifer calling you and telling you to go dress shopping or whatever. So Alana has, again, made every excuse on why she, you know, shouldn't tell her. And I think it's kind of messed up, but I understand what she's trying to do. She's trying to protect her mom's feelings, and especially while her mom is going through this weight loss process. She doesn't want to agitate her any more than she has to. They're sitting downstairs or whatever, and knock, knock, knock. Here's Kenya, okay? Kenya is knocking and screaming at the door for June. So Alana goes and opens the door, and she's like, well, who are you? And he was like, hey, I'm Kenya Crooks, you know, celebrity world trainer. And so she's looking at him like, well, you're pretty full of yourself. The punchlines that Alana gives us are hysterical, okay? Listen. She is funny. Oh my God, I never knew that she was that funny, okay? So she slams the door in his face and was like, yeah, I'm not letting this fool in, okay? I don't even know who this is. And my mom told me, don't be letting strangers in here. He could be a killer. So Pumpkin goes to the door, and so she lets him in or whatever, because she knows who he is, you know, but since the mom has already explained who she was, so, you know, this whole time Honey Boo Boo is trying to fight them from letting Kenya come in. He just kind of walks right on past her. So they're sitting down at the kitchen table, and so he's like, you know, tell me about this red dress that I keep hearing about that your mom wants to wear to the wedding. So Pumpkin was like, I'm going to go get the dress. So she goes to get the dress and hangs it up, and she was like, this is the dress. Now the dress is a very nice dress, and he's like, okay, so what size is that? So she was like, you know, it's a size 4. So Kenya was like, that's a good goal, you know, for us to try to reach, and we're gonna try to obtain it, but it's gonna be on June to want to work out and do what she needs to do. So June comes down from, you know, getting dressed for her workout with Kenya, and she's like, well, why is my dress here? So they're just letting her know, like, you know, we're just, you know, showing him the dress or whatever. So she was like, okay, well, I'll be ready to go work out as soon as I make my pre-workout shake. June goes to the refrigerator. Now, June. Listen, you cannot, in front of no trainer, pull out no chocolate syrup. I don't care if it is sugar-free. So she pulls this chocolate syrup out and puts it in her protein shake in the blender. And Kenya's like, oh, hell no, we are not doing this, okay? I don't care if it is sugar-free. So at that point, it gave Kenya the aha to go ahead and look in the cabinets in the refrigerator. And he was his. He was like, wait a minute. We got all this food here, and no, we are not doing this. When you are dieting, you're not supposed to have soda. And she was like, but it's diet soda. No, you're not supposed to have that because it got sugar. He threw away cupcakes. He threw away frozen pizzas. He threw away ice cream sandwiches. Kenya was not playing with them, okay? He threw away sausage, and he was just like, no, if you're gonna do sausage, do turkey sausage. And as he's throwing all this stuff in the trash, Alana's picking it right back up and putting it back where he got it from, because she was not having it, and she was pissed that he was coming to get all this food. She's like, in the confessional, she's like, Pumpkin, beat this man down. And she was like, my mom told me not to fight nobody that's bigger than me, and he is bigger than me. He ransacked that whole refrigerator, and them kids was not having him. So we fast forward to them going to the park that they were at the day before. So Kenya said, I'm not going to weigh you for the next 8 weeks. And the beginning of the 8 weeks, she was 295 pounds. So it just shows them going through different workout routines at the park. Again, no extra, you know, extra equipment, just stuff that you can buy a la carte for working out. You know, kettlebells, the dumbbells, you know, cones, so you can do different drills and things like that. Just utilizing what you have at the playground. And so at the end of the 8 weeks, Mama June is praying, crossing her fingers, her toes, her eyes, just to make sure. She just wanted to be under 220. Well, lo and behold, Mama June stepped on that scale and she is 211 pounds. She lost 84 pounds in 8 weeks, Mama June. Girl, after I get done watching this episode, I'm heading to the gym myself because that was motivation right there. If she can do it, I know that I can do it. Mama June. And you looking, well, you was already a nice looking woman, but you are looking fabulous. You're going to be in that size 4 dress in no time, okay? So in walks Gina. Gina is June's manager. And so she just wants to see the progress that June has made so far. She wants to see her with her own eyes. So she comes in and she walks in on June sitting in her lounge chair eating a big tub of ice cream and all these cookies everywhere. So she is pissed, okay? She is like, and you look fatter? Oh no, June. No. What are you doing? Like, you were doing so good and you were bigger than the last time I saw you. So she tells June and makes June stand up, and June is like, this is how big I've gotten. And she was, you know, so Pumpkin and them were in on the joke too. And she was just like, no, you can't be that big. So she was like, stand up, June. So June stands up and she has all these pillows around her. And so she counts down and she drops the pillows, and you know, she sees the new June at the new 211 pound June, and she is amazed. She is like, wow, June, you look gorgeous. Like, June was wearing one of Alana's shirts. Now mind you, Alana is 11 years old. So yeah, that says a lot. June has lost a lot of weight again, 84 pounds in 8 weeks. So Mama June starts talking about the excess skin that she has in her bat wings. Yes, we all have those bat wings when you lose weight. So she's talking about that. She's talking about her extra belly fat. She's talking about her fupa, and she's sitting there jiggling and shaking it. So she wants Gina to look for a plastic surgeon to be able to remove all this excess skin. So, you know, Gina's like, you know, that would be a good idea because by the time, you know, with Sugar Bear Wedding, by the time we start doing the photo shoot to rebrand you, you know, you'll be fully healed by then. Listen, Pumpkin and Alana are not having it. They're like, look, you look amazing the way you are now. You don't need no more surgeries. We can't go through that torture again. But Mama June and Gina are not listening. They want to go ahead and get this extra skin removed. Now, I know for me personally, my surgeon doesn't recommend getting plastics until maybe like a year and a half, 2 years after having surgery, because by then you should be at your right BMI. You should have now mastered how this eating thing works, and your body should all be back now adjusted and not out of whack like it was when you had surgery. So I'm not sure the time frame of when June started doing, you know, from the beginning of her surgery all the way up until when she gets to her plastics. But yeah, they're moving rapidly, and I want people to understand that in real life, I don't believe that all this really works in that fast pace. Alana's in her room counting and cleaning her money, and so, you know, June comes in and lets her know, hey, I'm about to go work out. I'll be back in about an hour or so. So Alana takes this time to say, Ma, I got something to tell you. So June is like, all right, what the hell did you do in school? And she was like, I didn't do anything in school, you know. So she was just like, pretty much Jennifer called me and she wants me to go dress shopping for her for the wedding for my flower girl dress. And June is like, hold up, I didn't get a phone call, so why is she calling my 11-year-old daughter making plans with her? Like, does she not know what the chain of command is? And I'm sitting there like, yes, I don't even have kids, but that right there was the utmost disrespect. Sugar Bear didn't call, Jennifer didn't call. I don't even know who you are, lady, and you trying to take my daughter to go shopping? Oh, hell nah, this is not gonna work. And I'm with Mama June on this one. So, you know, they're sitting there talking, and Mama June is pissed. She's like, why didn't you tell me this, you know, ahead of time? And she was just like, you know, Pumpkin wanted me to tell you, but you were having a bad day with Kenya, and I didn't just want to, you know, make you more angry. And she was like, I don't care how bad of a day I'm having. If it's something important like this, you need to let me know. So, you know, Honey Boo Boo is like, I want you to come with me, you know, even though Jennifer just wants it to be me and her, I want you to come with me, not for Sugar Bear, not for Jennifer, but I want you to come for me for moral support. So eventually June obliged to going, even though she really doesn't want to go, and she's still pissed that nobody contacted her. and at the fact that they're going that night to go look for these dresses. So, you know, she goes ahead and says that, you know, she will go and lets Alana know, hey, in the future, you let me know. And, you know, before I leave, is there anything else? Why does Alana let out a wet fart? I can't with her. I can't with her. Oh my God. Listen. So now June and Dodo, her sister, are walking the neighborhood because June needs to let off some steam. She's upset. So Dodo is just falling way behind June. And June is like, come on, girl. We ain't even made it around the block yet. And you tired already? So the sister like, give me a break, right? So they sit down and they're talking. And so she lets Dodo know that Jennifer called Alana and asked her to go dress shopping without even her permission. And that's not, unfortunately, the proper thing to do when dealing with someone else's child, okay? And so, you know, Dodo was like, oh, so what is that about? So she was like, you know, so I've told Alana that I will go with her, you know, to support her. And then, you know, I've never seen Jennifer. I don't know what she looks like. I've never talked to her. So this is gonna be my first time even, you know, talking to her. So it's gonna be real interesting. And so Dodo was like, well, listen, if you want me to go, just in case, I'm gonna be there for you, okay? Because you my sister, and if something pop off, we gonna pop off. So June was like, all right, fine. You can come on and come with us or whatever. So then they continue to go on and finish their workout. Well, June, after having a quick little walk with her sister, she meets up with Kenya, and she's giving Kenya all types of attitude. Kenya picks up on it, and he's like, okay, June, you're not your normal self. What is wrong? So she finally breaks down and lets him know, okay, I'm pissed because Sugar Bear and Jennifer are going behind my back, making plans with my daughter and not including me in it. Which, again, she has every right to be pissed and upset. So she's like, I have to go tonight to go meet up with these people, and this is the first time, and, you know, I'm just really upset. So what does Kenya do? He turns her frustration into a workout. That's what I'm talking about, Kenya. So what he does is he pulls out boxing gloves and says, look, you're going to get all this frustration out. I want you to punch me, unload, and just let it rip. And that's what she did. She pretty much just, anything that had to do with Sugar Bear and Jennifer, she just let it all out. She still was a little upset afterwards, but at least she was able to get some kind of relief thereafter. So the plot thickens. So June, Alana, Pumpkin, and Dodo, they go to the bridal boutique. So they enter into this gorgeous store, and, you know, they meet with the saleswoman. And so she's been expecting them, and they let her know that Jennifer is a little behind. So in the meantime, we're just going to go ahead and start picking dresses for Alana. So they're picking dresses for Alana. Now, remember, we were introduced to Alana as Honey Boo Boo because she was a pageant queen. So Alana was channeling her inner pageant girl, pulling all kinds of dresses with sparkles and ruffles and lace, and she's trying on all these dresses. So she ends up finding like this nice, elegant dress. To me, it didn't look nice on her body, but you know what? Alana gets what Alana wants, okay? So, you know, they're like, okay, well, this will be the dress or whatever. To me, it wasn't a flower girl type dress, but, you know, again, her dad said that she could have whatever she wants, and that's the dress that she picked. So as they're waiting for Jennifer to come, they're like, okay, so let's, you know, Mom, why don't you try on a wedding dress? You know, you haven't tried on a dress in years, and we don't even know what size you are or whatever, so let's try on a dress or whatever. So June was hesitant. She didn't want no parts of it. She was just like, no, because what if she walks in to see me in this dress? Like, I just want to pretty much just keep the peace. And they're like, no, you know, if she wasn't late, then we wouldn't have to be sitting around trying to find stuff for us to do. So they go, Pumpkin and Alana go with the saleswoman and finds a dress for June to try on. And, you know, so June was like, oh, well, what size is that dress? And she's like, a 12. And she was like, I don't even know if I can fit it in a 12. Any woman that knows or has tried on any dress in any bridal shop knows that those dresses are like 2 or 3 sizes smaller than what they actually are on the tag, okay? So she was like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fit in that dress. Well, she goes and tries the dress on, and lo and behold, it fits like a glove. Mama June looks freaking amazing in this mermaid style dress, and it has like nice lace detail at the top. So, you know, she's taking pictures and modeling in it, and, you know, just feeling herself. And in stomps Jennifer. Jennifer comes in and she was like, really? Like, she was pissed. So Jennifer immediately has tunnel vision and goes straight to Alana. And she's like, hey girl, so is this the dress that you picked out? So Alana was like, yeah, it is, or whatever. So she was just like, okay. So June was like, okay, are you Jennifer? And she was just like, yes. And she was just like, okay, well, you know, we were just picking out dresses for Alana, and that's the one that she decided on or whatever. So she's like, Now, mind you, she still hasn't even acknowledged nobody else in the room. So she's just like, you know. So the sister's like, okay, well, did you have a certain style, certain color that you want? Now, mind you, they're being cordial, okay? I don't know what the fuck's wrong with Jennifer, but let me tell you something. Mama June picked up on that attitude, right? Mama June was not fucking having it, okay? She was not, listen, let me say a prayer before I go. June picks up on this, and it's funny because this is some shit I would do, right? So June is sitting there and she's just like, well, and she's calm, collect, still in this wedding dress that looks good, showing her little curves and everything. Now that's how you, listen, now that's how you get revenge on a bitch, okay? June, you fucking did it. But she was just sitting there, she was just like, you know what? She was like, you know that house that you and Sugar Bear are living in? Yeah, that's the house that we used to share when Alana was a baby. And you know that road that you're getting married on? The same road that we got married on. And y'all having a barbecue too? Oh, we had a barbecue. Like, she started to fucking read Jennifer, okay? She was like, look, I don't know what Sugar Bear trying to do. I don't know if he want to like relive his life with me or what, but it sounds like, you know, a repeat. So it sounds like it's something that I heard or whatever. And then June hits her with the fucking okie doke and says, you know what? I am coming to the wedding. Let you know, okay? I'm coming to the wedding. And I just want to let you know that if you would like, I can walk him down the aisle to you and hand him to you because, like, I don't want him no more. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing good. Me and my kids is good. We good. And so Jennifer at that point starts to talk about how she's trash, how, you know, she should have, you know, listened to the dad. The dad said he should have left her back in Hampton, Georgia, or wherever she was from. Like, she starts hitting her with all this stuff. But let me tell you, June knows how to read, okay? How to read. She pretty much was like, look, I know Sugar Bear and how he moves and operates. I take it from somebody that know he ain't shit. He wasn't shit when I had him, and he ain't gonna be shit now with you, okay? Like, do you know how he has a pattern of getting women? Okay? When I was with him, he was married. When you got him, he was married with me. So what you think he gonna do to you? What you think, girl? Huh? Excuse me? Oh, okay. So, Jennifer, oh, no, let me tell you, wait. And this was the kicker. Let me get what she said verbatim. After she told her that, you know, I can hand them off to you, she said, end quote, God always said to let underprivileged people play with your used toys. Bitch. All the way out. Listen, I don't know what part of the Bible that, look, I was on my Bible app like, what part of the Bible was that, June? Because I don't remember hearing anything like that. Well, at that point, Jennifer was done. She was like, look, I'm done. Alana, because at this point, the kids had already left because they didn't want no parts of what was going on. So they went to go change clothes or whatever. So she's like, look, whatever dress I pick out for Alana is what the dress she gonna wear for the wedding. That's just it. Oh, Jennifer makes me want to just wring her neck, okay? And I think June handled herself very well. Jennifer storms out and she calls her all kinds of bitches, and she calls her a big blue whale, and she's a bad mom. And so as she's leaving out of the boutique, the kids hear her, and Pumpkin is about it. Pumpkin was like, look, I was this close from walking my ass up in here and fucking that fat bitch up, okay? I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe that this is actually going on. When June was very calm and trying to, you know, introduce yourself and kind of get into a groove, because okay, I understand he's getting married and he's moving on, and that's fine, and I'm fine where I'm at. But I feel like as a woman, you should be able to come to me and say, hey, I'm Jennifer, I'm Sugar Bear's fiance, about to be her wife, about to be his wife. I would like for your daughter to be in my wedding as a flower girl, and I would like to take her out, you know, to go look at dresses and stuff. Is that okay with you? How fucking hard is that? Just because Alana was a superstar back in the day or whatever does not mean that she can do whatever the fuck she wants. She's only 11 years old, so that does not mean that she can just make decisions on her own. And I don't care if her dad said that she can go with me. Hello, she lives with, you know what, this is about Mama June and her weight loss, okay? But I can see how Mama June, afterwards she got stressed out, and I feel really bad for Mama June, because we have all been there where you have worked so hard at this weight loss, even after surgery, and you've worked out, you've eaten right, and for somebody to pretty much just shit on your hard work, and you start to question yourself, like doubting yourself, and start having all these concerns, and you start beating yourself up, like, what am I doing this for? Like, why? Like, you know, it really shouldn't even matter. But she goes home and she goes into her room and she's eating a tub of ice cream and those cookies, and it broke my heart to see that, because I have been there. I'm not even gonna front. That emotional eating girl is still stuck in me, even 8 months out of surgery. I felt so bad for Mama June, but you know, I can't wait to see what's going to happen on episode number 4 and how she is able to come out of this, and hopefully she learned a lesson. And that's why I said that, June, you should be losing the weight for you, baby girl, for you, not for Sugar Bear, not to be looking good at his wedding, not for Jennifer, not for the world. Not for you to rebrand and do all this other stuff. No, do it for you, for your health, so that way you're here longer for your kids. So, I am Tamika, aka Skinny Girl in my VSG body. Thank you for watching my review on Mama June's From Not to Hot. Come back next week as I will have a new review up for you. Thank you for watching. Bye.